Hello, everyone, and welcome to Skit Row on Quaran-TV. Hi, I'm Danny or Danielle Sather, Education Director at the Verge Theater. Sorry, Verge Theater. There's no. Come on, man. Anyway, welcome. I'm so glad that you're tuning in. And if you're here, I take it that is because you are feeling as similar as me, in that you just need some expression, some creative expression and collaboration, and you just really need to feel heard and seen, or you're just really, really bored. And so that's what Skit Row is here for. I'm going to be posting weekly challenges at the end of each weekly episode. But since this is our first week, we don't have an episode, so I'm going to be posting my challenge for you here to submit to Skit Row on Quaran-TV. But first, I'd like to just kind of name some of the rules, guidelines, so that everybody's feeling kosher. I don't know. Did I use that right? I'll be super fast through these, and then I will tell you this week's challenge. So, first and foremost, Skit Row is probably suitable for ages 13 plus. Parents are responsible for monitoring their own kids' internet uses, parents and guardians. However, I will still be doing my best to make sure that I'm in touch with anybody regarding questionable content. And because of that, anybody under 18 is required to fill out a consent form. You can find that on our website. It will have your parent guardian information, and if you submit something that's a little weird or jarring or that needs to be discussed, I'll probably reach out to your parent or guardian. All video submissions are subject to possible use for future marketing purposes, i.e. Facebook previews. Don't be surprised if I get really bored in the coming weeks and I make previews of our episodes to try and get people to watch and submit more, because I think this is going to be really fun. If you would prefer to withdraw consent, just email me, Danielle@vergetheater.com. Theater is ER, not RE. And I would be happy to do that for you, in which case I will also remove your video submission from the episode. Episodes will air on both Vimeo and on Vergetheater.com. On Wednesdays, weekly challenges, again, will be posted at the end of the previous week's episode, in addition to a downloadable written prompt in PDF form on the website. And they are due by 11:55 p.m. Mondays, the week that the episode challenge is scheduled to air. But late submissions, I will totally accept those on a case-to-case basis, depending on length and like how stressed out I am. Because I'm just doing so much right now. I'm trying. Quarantine, #quarantine. Anyway, so just email me again, Danielle@vergetheater.com, and you're just like, hey, I didn't get it done in time. Here's my submission. Obviously, I want to see it and I want to use it because you're brilliant and amazing and beautiful. I also have the right to refuse any submissions, because our first priority is the health and safety of our community, and submissions must follow Verge's non-discrimination policy. So additionally, any submissions that suggest possible harm to self or others, they'll be referred to Hillary, who is Hillary Parker, our executive director. Video guidelines. Because of our submission platform, participants can only access the submission form and are required to submit through a Google account. So if you have questions or need help doing that, or just don't want to create a Google account, again, email me, we'll figure it out. But I'm just not a technical guru, and Google Forms was the easiest way for me to do that. And if you're using a smartphone, for some reason I have it in my head that if you use it horizontally, you get better quality. Especially, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but it's in the guidelines, so that's my suggestion. Video lengths will be specified weekly with each challenge. If they exceed the length, they could be subject to editing. I don't imagine that I will, as long as we don't have too many people submitting all at once, but that would also be pretty awesome. So depending on the number of submissions received each week, if it is overtime, I may have to edit them down just a little bit. Content. Please observe PG-13 guidelines. Just Google it. Or how about this? Don't be overly grotesque or vulgar. We want it to be a little bit, family friendly, just to make sure that as many people as possible can enjoy this channel if they want to. So adults, it is our time to explore the power of innuendo and suggestion. Please also do your research observing copyright laws. If your video includes music, sound effects, or unoriginal images, make sure that you can legally use them. You can find free stock photos at unsplash.com. It's an awesome place. You can find open source sound options at freesound.org. And I'm pretty sure it's called Pixar. Google it. I will update our PDF form with the correct website. But they have free stock videos, which are high quality and just bomb. Honestly, bomb. Hence the intro to this video here. Anyway, accessibility. Verge remains dedicated to our mission and philosophy rooted in radical inclusion. In order to best serve our differently abled people, it would be really helpful to me if you could also submit a script alongside your video submission, if you wrote one. If you're an improviser, great. You don't have to submit one. That's totally fine. But if you do have that available to submit with your video, it would be helpful for me so that we can best serve our deaf and hard of hearing community. And if there are other ways that I can make Quaran-TV or Skit Row more accessible to you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and just let me know. Danielle at vergetheater.com. On to the fun stuff. Skit Row Episode 1 Challenge. Parody. Am I right? Yeah. So create a parody of an epic scene from a musical, straight play, movie, or television show. Your submission must include a roll of toilet paper as a prop, or a single potato as opposed to a married potato, but it could be a potato in a complicated relationship. We prefer if you adhere to tax filing relationships. Please refer to section 7703 of 26 U.S. Tax Code 1. Your submission should be no longer than 3 minutes. We are accepting submissions through Monday, March 30th at 11:55 p.m. And just let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I'm so excited to see what you do for Skit Row on Quaran-TV.